Welcome to another cookie video from Girl Scouts and NYPENN Pathways. In this video, we're going to answer your next question: where does my troop get more cookies? This might seem like a crazy question if it's your first cookie program, but after that first initial order comes, you'll see just how quickly those delicious cookies go flying out of your home and how fast the girls have more customers who want even more cookies. So how do you get those cookies? There are multiple ways, not only on where to get those cookies, but how to get those cookies, and we're going to cover them now. The first question you might wonder is, why would we need more cookies? There are a few. The first one is girls are going to continue to take orders throughout the program. Yes, you placed your initial order already, but the cookie program isn't going to end until the end of March. So those orders are going to keep coming in. So you're going to need cookies to fill those orders so you have lots of happy customers. Depending on what your troop activities are for the cookie program, you might also be operating a variety of cookie booths or even cookie walkabouts. So you're going to make sure you have a variety of cookies on hand so you can make sure that you have those sales and you can keep getting closer to your goals. And speaking of goals, the major question is, if your girls have all these amazing cookie goals and they want to do this amazing thing with their cookie money, such as maybe go to a camp or go to an adventure course, or maybe go on a cruise when they're older girls and they're working on saving up money for them, they have to have those cookies on hand to be able to sell them to hit those goals. So you're going to make sure you have them ready. So work with us. And what we're going to do next is we're going to jump over to the eBuddy system and show you how to place that additional order so you can have those cookies. The most popular way to get additional cookies for your troop is to place a covered order. To place a covered order, you're going to want to log on to the eBuddy system. Again, once you're logging on, if you're associated with more than one troop, just make sure that you select the troop from the left-hand panel on the screen to make sure that the orders are assigned to the correct party. Once you're online though, you're going to find the Transactions tab across the top of the screen and go ahead and click on that. Once you're here, this is where you're going to see all the additional transactions that have happened within your troop throughout the cookie program. This may be girl orders online from the DOC. This might be payments. This might be transfers from troop to troop. They are all going to populate here. When we want to place a covered order, we are going to click on the Add a Transaction button and a pop-up will appear. A few things to keep in mind while watching this video. The first is, since this video is a demo video, it does look a little different here because I am filming this well before the cookie program has started. Once the cookie program is here, there will be additional information that will populate that is appropriate to the current program. So when you go on, you're gonna make sure you select normal. Your second party is always gonna be a cupboard. In this drop-down box is where you're going to select where you're picking up your cookies from. Again, these might be different once a new program year starts, so make sure that you view them and pick the one that seems the most appropriate for your troop and choice. For today, I'm gonna choose the Cicero Service Center. During the cookie program, what will happen here is under additional info and hours of information, you will see the actual times that are available for pickups. It might be Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. It might be Fridays. Every cupboard is different and has different hours. We do ask that you continue to place your cupboard orders 36 to 48 hours prior to when you plan to pick them up. This honestly varies by the cupboard and the need. This year, NYPENN is really trying to make sure that we are doing larger orders to refill all the cupboards across the board. But by doing that, we cannot do as many smaller orders. So by you placing your orders ahead of time and having them be as accurate as possible and giving us that extra time cushion, we can make sure that all cupboards are properly stacked so that everybody has an equal chance to get all of our fantastic cookie varieties. So again, please try to place your order 36 to 48 hours prior to your planned pickup. So once you plan your service center pickup, you're going to click on this box where it says pickup, and a calendar is going to appear. Go ahead and jump to the day that you're looking at. I'm going to say I'm looking at Friday, March 11th, and then you can use these little scrolly bars to change your time. I'm going to say that I'm picking mine up at 11 a.m. and I'm going to click done. It's going to have your contact info is going to be listed right in here, so make sure that is correct. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to fill out the cookies that you want. Today, when you're placing a covered order, you're going to want to fill out the cases column. As a reminder, we do not give out individual packages of cookies at the cupboards. If you're looking for just 1 or 2 packages of a certain variety, like maybe you have a customer who just wants 2 more packages of gluten-free Toffee-tastic cookies, and you don't want to get a full case of 12, that is perfectly okay. We cannot fill the individual packages at the cupboard level. In that situation, we highly recommend you speak to some neighboring troops in your area or your cookie coordinator, and they will do their best to connect you to somebody who can assist you. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to fill out my cases, order. Keep in mind that you might not want all of them. You might want some extras. I know that every year the cupboard orders are always fun to fill because they're the most random orders. Sometimes people come in and need like 5 cases of Toffee-tastic, but they only need 1 case of mint. It's okay. Do what works for your troop. Every troop is different. The only thing that we like to share is remember you can always get more cookies. Do not feel pressured to have to order all of your booth cookies and all of your extra cookies in one transaction. It's okay if you come in on a weekly basis. We love visiting with you on a weekly basis. So just place the cookies orders that you need to get through that next week so you're not stuck with those extra cookies. Once you have everything filled out, check your screen to make sure it looks okay. And then you're going to click the Save/Print button. Then what will happen is once you click that Save Print button, it's going to say saving, and it's open up a new window which will pop up a copy of your receipt. It's not going to do that for me today because I am in the demo site, and it's going to give me an error saying that there's no pickup slot at that time, simply because we haven't entered our covered hours yet for this year. You normally will not get that. It will say, great, fantastic, here you go. It'll confirm. If you ever want to look at your receipt again, just go down to this tab and click on it, and it'll open right up so you can see what you are ordering. You will also notice that it will stay here and it will say pending until it's picked up. What will happen is maybe your pickup is on a Tuesday, it'll remain pending, and then normally, depending on the cupboard, those transactions will either get entered as you walk into the building to pick up your cookies or at the close of business. So you will expect a little bit of time, but then it will pop up there as well. As a reminder, Council does do their best to fulfill all orders. However, due to the unpredictable nature of cookies, not all cookies may be available at any one given time. So we really appreciate your patience and understanding as we go through that. And we really will try to always get more cookies in. The best way to be able to see that we are out of a certain variety is when you're on this screen to do it at a transaction. If there's a variety that we are out of in a certain cupboard, it will be kind of grayed out and it will not let you enter cookies in that section. So that's how you're going to notice that maybe we're out of Do-si-dos, maybe out of tagalongs, whatever it might be. Keep coming back and looking again, because like I did mention earlier, we do try to have deliveries throughout the week to all of our cupboards. And if it's something that you just really need those cookies for, we're going to talk about some other ways to get them. Or of course, if you're willing to travel, you can look at some of the other cupboards that we have maybe somewhat locally to you. The other popular way that you can get some additional cookies is through our cookie exchange. If you click right over onto a couple tabs down, you will see that there is cookie exchange button. And what will happen is when you come over here, the cookie exchange is a great platform within the eBuddy setup that you can go to. Like maybe you have too many cookies, maybe you're looking for more cookies, maybe, like I mentioned earlier, you only want those 2 Toffee-tastic packages and you don't want a whole case. What you can do is you go over to this cookie exchange thing and you can put in here the cookies that you want to give out. So maybe you have some extra cookies. We'll say we have 10 packages of Adventurefuls left. We have 13 trefoils, and maybe tagalongs just are not selling for my troop this year, and I have 27 extra packages. So what I do is I can enter those all in, and I would click the update packages to exchange. And then other troops throughout our whole council can go in and they can look at this. So now if I'm coming in to look for cookies, I can go ahead and click on any of the different varieties here. There's a little drop down button, and I will see an entire list of all of the service units and how many cookies of those varieties they have. So I might be able to find that troop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out in, Kiowa County. Maybe they have 2 extra cases of tagalongs and I really need tagalongs. Or maybe there's another troop up in the Watertown area that has s'mores. I really want s'mores. So this is a great way to work together to really help those cookies be moved. I know that some people say, well, why would I want to drive a half hour to get these cookies? Or why should I post these cookies on the cookie exchange or get cookies from the cookie exchange as opposed to a cupboard? They said those main answers are, in case you don't want a full case and you want individual packages, this is a great way to go. And also it's helping your sister Girl Scouts, because sometimes we order cookies and it just didn't happen. Maybe a troop had a booth sale that historically has sold hundreds and hundreds of cookies. So they prepared for it, and now they have all these extra cookies on hand because the sale was a flop this year. Whatever it may be, it's a great way to support your troops and your sister troops to make sure they can offset those potential issues that may arise. Another great way to make sure that you can either get extra cookies or move extra cookies is by staying in constant communication with your service unit cookie coordinator about your cookie inventory. Cookie coordinators are going to be working with all the local leaders in their area to assist with transferring or trading cookies as needed. I mean, this not only helps your own troop, but helps local troops in your area as well, because maybe you have too many Thin Mints and someone else has too many tagalongs, and you guys can just meet up and, you know, swap a case or two, whatever it may be, or maybe just transfer them. So those are some really great ways to make sure you're getting those extra cookies to make sure that you can keep your program going. Hopefully you gained something from this video, and be sure to check out all of our future videos as well.